Imagine this, your alarm rings, but your body feels like it's made of concrete. Your eyes refuse to open. Your mind feels foggy. And the very first thought running through your head is, why am I still tired? This is where most people start their day. Not inspired, not motivated, just exhausted before life even begins. And that's exactly why creating a morning routine feels impossible. But this struggle isn't a flaw. It's human. For millions of people in the UK and USA, mornings don't feel like a fresh start. They feel like a battle. Maybe you went to bed late. Maybe stress kept your mind awake long after your body was tired. Or maybe life has simply become too demanding. So waking up tired becomes the default setting. But here's the interesting part. Your morning energy isn't just about sleep. It's about what your brain experiences in the first 60 seconds after waking up. Those 60 seconds decide whether your day begins with clarity or chaos. Most people immediately grab their phone, scroll through stressful notifications, or start thinking about responsibilities. And suddenly their day becomes heavier, even before stepping out of bed. But what if the story could change? What if tired mornings could become manageable, even empowering? The truth is, you don't need endless motivation or superhuman discipline to build a morning routine. You just need a plan that understands your tiredness, works with your energy, not against it, and slowly shifts your mornings from overwhelming to under control. This story begins with acknowledging the struggle, not hiding it. Because once you accept how you feel, you can shape a routine that fits your real life, not some unrealistic, perfect morning fantasy. And that's where the transformation starts. Not by forcing yourself to wake up energized, but by learning how to create a better morning, even when you wake up tired. Here's the part most people never hear about. Your morning doesn't start when you open your eyes. It starts in the first 60 seconds after waking. This tiny window controls your focus, your energy, and even your motivation for the entire day. And when you're tired, this 60-second reset rule becomes your lifeline. Think about what usually happens. Your alarm rings, you hit snooze maybe twice. Or you grab your phone and immediately drown your brain in emails, news, or social media. Within seconds, your mind is overloaded, and your tiredness feels 10 times worse. But what if you could flip that moment? What if the first minute of your day could reset your brain instead of draining it? That's where the 60-second reset rule comes in, a simple neuroscience-backed technique that helps your brain switch from low power mode to awake enough to function mode. Here's how it works. Second 1 to 10. Instead of reaching for your phone, place one hand on your chest and take a deep breath. This signals safety to your nervous system and stops the stress chemicals that make mornings harder. Second 11 to 25. Open your eyes slowly and look at one still object in your room. A lamp, a wall frame, anything. This stabilizes your visual system and reduces morning dizziness. Second 26 to 40. Sit up without thinking about motivation. Don't wait to feel ready. Your body's movement sends a message to your brain. We're awake now. Second 41 to 60. Place your feet on the ground and feel the floor. That tiny grounding moment flips your brain from foggy to functional. This is not about becoming energetic instantly. It's about giving your tired brain a simple, predictable start. A soft reset button that anyone can press, even on the hardest mornings. And the more consistently you use this 60-second rule, the easier your mornings become. 1 minute, one reset, one step closer to a routine that actually works for tired people. Most people think a morning routine has to be perfect: meditation, journaling, a 10-step skincare ritual, a green smoothie, and a full workout. But when you're tired, even brushing your teeth can feel like a mission. And that's why traditional morning routines fail. They're designed for high-energy days, not the mornings when you're running on empty. But here's the truth. A powerful morning routine doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be doable. So instead of forcing a complicated schedule, you create a mini morning routine designed specifically for low-energy days when your brain and body both need gentle guidance. This routine has only 3 micro steps. 3. That's it. Because a tired mind can't handle decisions, pressure, or too many instructions. Step 1. Light and water activation, 1 minute. Before anything else, Turn on a soft light or open your blinds slightly. Light tells your brain, wake up mode activated. Then drink a small sip of water, not a full glass, just enough to signal hydration. This wakes up your nervous system without overwhelming your stomach. Step 2. The 90-second body wake up. Instead of stretching or exercising, simply move your shoulders, roll your neck gently, and take one deep breath. This small physical movement increases blood flow and makes your tiredness feel less heavy. Step 3. The one-task promise. On low-energy days, don't plan a whole morning. Just choose one tiny task. Make your bed halfway, wash your face, tidy one spot, or prepare a simple breakfast. Completing one small action gives your brain a success hit, enough momentum to make the rest of the morning feel possible. The beauty of a mini morning routine is that you don't need strength. You don't need motivation. You don't need energy. You just need tiny actions that guide you gently into the day. And the best part? Even on your worst mornings, you'll still feel in control because you're doing a routine designed especially for tired days, not perfect day. Most people think waking up depends only on willpower, but your environment, your room, your light, your sounds, even the smell in the air, has more power over your morning energy than motivation ever will. And when you're tired, your environment becomes your secret partner. If you set it right, it can wake you up automatically, even before you feel ready. Let's start with the simplest trigger, light. Your brain responds to light faster than caffeine. When you expose your eyes to soft natural light or even a warm lamp within minutes of waking, it signals your brain to shut down melatonin, the hormone that keeps you tired. A dim, cozy room may feel comforting, but it traps you in sleepy mode. A small amount of intentional light instantly lifts you out of that fog. Next is sound. Think about your alarm. Most people use harsh tones that shock the brain, causing stress before the day even begins. But using a gentle rising tone, soft chimes, ocean waves, or calm music creates a smoother wake-up transition. It doesn't scare you awake, it guides you awake. Then comes temperature. A slightly cooler room helps your body wake up faster because your nervous system becomes more alert in a cool environment. That doesn't mean freezing, just a degree or two lower than your daytime temperature. And don't underestimate scents. Your brain reacts instantly to smell. A mild citrus, peppermint, or eucalyptus diffuser can activate your senses within seconds. Even opening a window for fresh air creates a natural alertness that most people overlook. Finally, the most underrated trigger, visual cues. What do you see when you first open your eyes? A messy room tells your brain life is chaotic. A clean nightstand with a simple object, a book, a plant, a small lamp, creates calm and clarity. The magic of environmental triggers is simple. They don't require energy, discipline, or motivation. You set them once, and they help you every single morning, even on the days when you wake. Most people believe motivation magically appears in the morning, like a spark that lights up the moment you wake. But tired mornings don't work that way. When you're exhausted, motivation doesn't lead your actions. Actions create your motivation. And that's exactly where the motivation switch technique comes in. This technique is built on one simple truth. Your brain has two modes in the morning, survival mode and forward mode. Survival mode says, stay in bed, you're too tired. Forward mode says, let's start even if we start small. The motivation switch technique helps you flip that internal switch gently, without forcing yourself, without guilt, without pretending you're full of energy. It starts with one powerful question the moment you wake. What is the easiest win I can give myself right now? This question rewires your brain. Instead of thinking about the whole day, you anchor yourself in something small, achievable, and immediate. Maybe it's sitting up. Maybe it's placing your feet on the floor. Maybe it's drinking a sip of water. Maybe it's opening the curtains. Once you complete that tiny win, your brain receives a dopamine signal, a microdose of motivation. And that dopamine creates the next step. That next step creates another. And slowly, the engine starts running. This technique works because it removes the lie we tell ourselves. I need to feel motivated before I start. You don't. You only need to start something so small that motivation quietly follows. A tired brain cannot process big decisions or long plans, but it can handle one tiny action, and that action flips the switch from resistance to readiness. And the more often you practice this, the faster your brain learns the pattern. Soon, your mornings won't depend on waking up energized. They'll depend on one simple, powerful, consistent moment. Switching your motivation on through tiny action. Small start, small win, big difference. Most people fail at morning routines because they try to follow the same fixed plan every single day, whether they slept well, slept poorly, feel stressed, or feel exhausted. But mornings are not identical. Your energy changes, your mood changes, your sleep quality changes. And yet, routines are often treated like rigid rules instead of flexible tools. But here's the truth. The best morning routine is the one that adjusts to your energy, not the one that demands energy you don't have. Think of your energy in 3 levels: high energy, medium energy, and low energy mornings. Instead of forcing one routine for all days, you build 3 versions of the same morning, each one designed to match how you feel. On high energy mornings, you might do a full routine: stretching, hydration, journaling, breakfast, and planning your day. On medium energy mornings, you simplify: light on, a quick wash, a short movement session, and one clear task for the morning. And on low energy mornings, you strip everything down to the essentials. Sit up, breathe, light, water, and one tiny win. No pressure, no guilt, no unrealistic expectations. This flexible system works because tired brains don't need strict routines, they need options. The magic begins the moment you ask yourself, what level is my energy today? No judgment, no shame, just awareness. Then you choose the version of your routine that fits that level. This single decision prevents overwhelm and gives you control, even on the days you feel mentally or physically drained. It's like having 3 different maps for the same destination. Some days you take the long scenic road, some days the short shortcut, and some days the simplest possible path. But either way, you still move forward. A flexible routine means you never fail your morning. You simply adjust it. If you want easier mornings, especially tired mornings, the real magic doesn't start at sunrise. It starts the night before, not with a long routine, not with strict habits, but with a simple 5-minute night prep that makes your next morning feel lighter, calmer, and far more manageable. Because here's the truth. Most morning stress doesn't come from waking up tired. It comes from waking up unprepared. Think about how many decisions hit you the moment you open your eyes. What should I wear? What should I eat? What do I need today? What's my first task? Your tired brain gets overwhelmed before your day even begins. The 5-minute night prep removes those decisions in advance, giving your morning a clear path, even if your energy is low. Here's how it works. Minute 1. Set out your first step clothes, not your full outfit. Just the first thing you'll wear, a hoodie, joggers, or even a t-shirt. This removes resistance and makes getting out of bed easier. Minute 2. Prepare your hydration. Place a small glass or bottle of water on your nightstand. When you wake up tired, even walking to the kitchen feels heavy. This tiny prep creates instant momentum. Minute 3. Clear one surface. Not the whole room, just one area you'll see first in the morning. A tidy surface tells your brain, you're starting fresh. Minute 4. Choose tomorrow's one priority. Write down one tiny task you want to complete in the morning. Not a list, just one. This removes morning decision fatigue. Minute 5, soft signal to sleep. Turn off bright lights, use a warm lamp, or play calming sound for 30 seconds. This helps your body slide into rest mode. When you repeat this small night ritual, your mornings transform. You wake up tired but not lost, foggy but not overwhelmed, low energy but still guided. 5 minutes at night can save an entire morning.